You know what I'm saying? So it was a bunch of shit after that. And at that point, it gradually went up. But understand, I went the whole ride. So I'm under the pressure. See, I wrote all these records for him. This is because we just gonna eat forever, right? We all we got. You know what I'm saying? If you go out making $150 million, $150,000 a show, and you give me 10, I'm straight. You straight with 10? You straight with 10? You straight with 10? I'm good. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't know $1 billion. I know what come with that. I don't need it. I'm straight. I got a family, I got a wife, I got kids. I want to get home to this PTA meeting bad as fuck. I want to get home to this soccer game bad as shit. And that was irritating for him. I understand, though, because you do got to get out here and go to parties and do all that shit. I was always trying to go home. It's over, I'm out. Damn, bro, hold on, bro. It's Puff having a party and said, let's go, put our face out there. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So, I wasn't. We was gonna ride till the wheels fall. That's not what we said. That's what was said. So I wasn't. It wasn't about, because I'm not arguing about that now. I'm just making it known, like, yo, bro, I wrote you a diamond album. So it hurts at times when people say, go back to that country grammar, Nelly. What you're really saying is go back to letting Ali write everything.
Wow.
So that caused that hurts an artist who can write. He just can't write 3/16s. It take him a long time to write right in his head and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, Country Grammar was all of us. That was the Ticky Ticky Tick girl. That was Murph's hook. Murph wrote that hook. That was Murph's concept and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, every shit on there was a collaboration to, like Murph said in a different interview, like even when we had to Ali orchestrated, and even we had to make changes, put Nelly first, I still said, okay, cool. I know I've been quarterbacking this whole time. And right before the game start, Dayton came in and changed. Now he the quarterback.
All right. How y'all doing out there? This is the Black Effect, the real Black Effect. You just saw what Ali said, talking about Nelly. I grew up in those times, man, when Nelly was like, he was on fire. The St. Lunatics were on fire. Nelly was like he just said, a diamond artist, man. Nelly was not only a rap artist, was one of the first rap artists to cross over into pop realm like that, where he's doing shows with NSYNC, and he was one of the first ones. Yeah, and especially for a black act, a black rapper. And that was a great feat, man. And I gotta take my hat off to Nelly for that. The thing with Nelly is Nelly not only had he not only had the raps, like, and you heard from Ali how those things came about, and we're gonna get to that. He not only had the raps and the songs with Country Grammar, like Country Grammar was a hit. EI was a hit. He had bangers, but he had the look. See, this is what people don't concentrate on today. Nelly came up in a time where you had whole teams behind artists. Ali just told you like the story. You can get that. It wasn't him. It wasn't them who said Nelly was gonna go first. It wasn't. You understand? Ali was the one who was supposed to go. He was the one who had the Midwest swing first. He was the big homie. Everybody got that, kind of, that's how it is. Like, everybody, it be one, and all y'all all could collectively, they seem to all collectively put in, you understand? But Ali was the one who was going first, the oldest. Usually it's the oldest or the elder, who knows a lot, you know what I'm saying? But he don't always go first, because the other person under him can pick up from him and do it better. You understand? And Nelly put everything of the swing together. Like when you saw him swinging, you know what I'm saying? That Midwest swing, that little dance, that was dope. Like, we loved that. You understand? Because Nelly brought something new to the game. And in a time where the styles were regional, you could not be sounding like, you couldn't come from where he came from, him and Chingy, and sound like a nigga from Louisiana. He couldn't sound like Soulja Slim. Nigga would have got him up out the game. He couldn't come there sounding like Jada Kiss or Cameron. He couldn't sound like a New York cat. They would have got him out of there. He came with their own swing. And Chingy learned from them. They were his big homie. No matter what Chingy say, Nick could say he bit Nelly style or whatever. I ain't gonna say that, man. Chingy had his own, he had his own style, but he was from the city. You understand? You have to understand that. He couldn't do nothing else. What was Chingy gonna sound like? Scarface? Like, nigga would have looked at him crazy. He was gonna sound like what? Lil Wayne? Nigga would have looked at him crazy. He was gonna sound like Gilly the Kid, man. Hell nah. Chingy came and sounded like the Ticks. He sound, you like from what you learned from Ali is that it wasn't just Nelly's who had the swing. Like I said, they all contributed to that. And when Nelly was when he blew up, the Saint Lunatics were a part of Nelly. I will say that. I don't care. I was there for the time. The act as when Nelly was hot, he needed the Ticks the same way that 50 needed G Unit. He still probably 50 probably still did some great things that, here and there, maybe, and I think, but the company you keep, bro, like without the G Unit was like 50 Cent's enforcers. How you gonna talk that gangster stuff if you don't have enforcers, bro? You can't. With Nelly, he was swinging with them, you know what I'm saying? But Slow Down was an intricate part of his stage presence. I don't care what you say. It's the same way Tony Yayo is a big part. But even though Slow Down didn't say anything, he added to the element. Yeah, you could get rid of him and it will, okay, whatever. It won't, you could still go on and make music, but it does take away from your element. And it doesn't matter what you say. That would be the same. We can explain this for art. It's hard to explain because people, like I said, artist development doesn't happen now. Everybody's the same. You can't even tell what cities people come from. You know what I mean? They all rap the same unless they from Chicago but Chicago sound like New York niggas. So New York niggas try to sound like South niggas and Chicago niggas. So, it's all meshed together now. But in a regional time, like when you had Eminem and D12, they whole sound. Eminem come on stage with the chainsaw and the Jason mask. Then you had Nelly, with the Saint Lunatics. You couldn't just have Nelly. Like, he was swinging with them from the beginning. You understand? They backed him up. He needed people to back him up from the city, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he came with his team. And the Saint Lunatics were dope. They all had they similar style and they meshed together well. Like those people, like you thought that they were family. That's what I mean. It's hard to mesh together with people sometime and in a group, but you thought that they were family. I mean, Nelly and Key One basically were in grade school together. I mean, they grew up together. And Allie, they all were close. Like I said, Murphy Lee was like the little brother. If you listen to him in the interviews, he sound hurt that they not even together. He ain't even talk. It's not even about the money with him. Like, he just want, to be around his brothers and not have any animosity. Like, it shouldn't be any animosity. Y'all did a great thing, but ego, man. Ego start getting into things. And that brings me enter Nelly. I got a lot of love for the brother, man. I loved the what Nelly did at the time, man. A lot of people, I remember when I was in school, like for like a Halloween, when I was in high school, like for like a Halloween dress up, I dressed up as Nelly back when he had that clothing line Vocal, and the girls was all, they was jocking at it. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with Nelly, and I wish him pray for him. I wish him the best, but I do think that Nelly has a huge ego. Nelly has, he's a part of now. He wants to be a part of that group that, they serving the powers of darkness. And we know that. If Nelly's had some questionable moments in recent years here, you saw him on stage and they having a connect. I just uploaded that. Well, I uploaded that as a clip. Nelly was on stage performing and he had a conniption fit. Like, his eyes was rolling. Like, he must have been on a bean or something. Nelly also, you saw him on stage with that little girl in awkward performance. Nelly hasn't been the same since the Saint Lunatics left. I don't like new Nelly's music. What type of music is Nelly making, bro? Like, you know, like I said, he just got back to sounding like himself. That dude didn't even sound, he wasn't even sounding the same. He was sounding, I don't know what he was trying to rap like, who was you mimicking, Nelly? I don't even know. Cause the swing is what you need to you lost the swing. That's what it was, bro. I don't know why you didn't understand that was what, what made you, bro. Like it was the swing, fam. Like not just sing songy, songs. It was the swing, bro. When you rapping, when you rapping your songs, you need to get that Nelly character back. Like that swing that how you say, can we leave? Nah, not that one. What was that? And but Ali say, he wrote a lot of the stuff. And but still, bro, you still had the swing. I'm trying to think the batter up song, like all them songs. What was this? Some baby girl got a rump on a photo in a trunk on a no miles, no dents, title needing one on a summer wanna be baller. Baby daddy, they don't wanna nigga something to another nigga get on her. I wish I would, girl. That swing, like, you know what I'm saying? I just did like the case, like you be on there rapping in regular, like I wish you would, girl. Holla, like what are you doing? Nick, you know what I'm talking. People know because this is not just me saying this. I'm just saying, bro. And again, I'm not, a fan of new hip hop music and any of your new stuff. I'm just critiquing it, man. You know, I'm just letting you know. But to me, I feel like Murphy Lee, man. It shouldn't be no animosity between y'all brothers. Y'all came up with something. Yeah, Nelly, you let your ego get in the way of a lot of things. And I know it wasn't perfect. I know some of them may have, like Ali did some questionable things. Some people try to jump and zig when they should have zagged. But bro, like, you may not, you get impatient sometimes, or sometimes communication is what was needed. But now as grown men, y'all should be able to communicate. Everything should be everything. Love should be love, man. You know? So with that being said, it's your man, Nico B, the real Black Effect. I'm gone.